Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Monday's What Map. Now, I've been wondering just how many maps I've actually done and how much area I've covered. 221 maps so far, and each map is 18 kilometers by 18 kilometers, which is 324 square kilometers. 221 maps is 71,604 square kilometers, which is just a little bit bigger than Sri Lanka, which at 65,610 square kilometers is the 25th largest island on this earth. So I thought, let's do a Sri Lanka map, okay? And here it is. Turns out there isn't actually a good Sri Lanka map out there, so Hikkaduwa Sri Lanka Remastered by Shizophren is the map I've decided to go with. Now, if you're here just to see good maps, go away. Come back tomorrow. This isn't going to please you that much. You do need network extensions too for this, but other than that, it's completely vanilla. Like I say, you're not going to be overly enthralled by the quality of this map, but if you are after doing a Sri Lanka map based on the actual road network of a certain area, this could be your map. Maybe. Anyway, we've got the road, which is flirting along the what I'm going to call the beach. It's raised up. I don't know how the sand got up there, but because we've got little minor cliff type things right on the cliff edge. Not the cleverest, I've got to be honest with you, at all. Now, there were other options. Hello, train. Oh, let's just wait for the level crossing to raise up. There you go, boys. Off you go. Carry on. Carry on, as you were. Yeah. I could have gone with Tasmania, which might have been a bit more interesting in choice of maps. That's the 26th largest island on Earth. Or the closest actually to the 71,604 is Banks Island in the Northwest Territories in Canada. Only thing is, shall we go this way? We'll come back to this. We'll go back to that. We're going to go this way first of all. There's a reason, I promise. Yes, Banks Island, which I've heard of, but can I visualise it? No, I'm sure there's a few Canadians that watch the show that will go, oh, you should have done Banks Island. Well, first of all, there probably isn't a map for Banks Island. It probably is Snowfall. Why is this elevated? I don't know. Anyway, yes, we're going to go this way, over the level crossing. Excuse me, Mr. Tree. Would you mind moving out of the way, please? Because we'd like to progress up this road. Is that okay? Right, is that okay? Thank you. Oh, right. Anyway, up the road we go. So, yes, Banks Island. I couldn't visualise it. I figured most of you wouldn't be able to visualise it, so I went with... Oh, excuse me, I've just spoken to your cousin down the road there. Would you kindly just, vacate the road? It'd be very helpful, thank you. So, yes, so I went with Sri Lanka, because it's the largest island of those that were available that you probably heard of, and I figured there must be a good map. There isn't. Now, Sri Lanka, what can I tell you? Former British colony, formerly called Ceylon, another tree there, hello. And anyway, this goes off to the fog, but it's not actually a highway connection, okay? That is just, he's used all 4 highway connections already, which, like I say, but that road actually exists, and I'm very thankful for it being left in the map. Why take it out when you've run out of highway connections? It's fine. It's fine, just add it in there. Right, we're going inland now on this route that we decided we weren't going to take a minute ago. So yes, Sri Lanka. Now, this particular map, I have decided to use the Just Tropical theme and the Clarity LUT. He's not actually specified any themes or LUTs, and if this was left in vanilla mode, I think even I would have switched off by now. But no, I'm watching this and commentating on it also. Right, so let's gone over the hill? Would that have gone round the hill? Actually, if he's following the actual map plan, then probably not. Okay, onwards to the... Now, there is one main highway. This is it. It's probably better than... What's that doing there? I don't know. It's probably slightly better than vanilla. There was some effort put into it. That's a bit too steep there. Okay, more than too steep. That's scary. Scary. Right. So, and then if we go on to the other side, there's at least it looks like there's some effort was made to put that across like that. But that there is dangerous. Okay. Fortunately, it seems the traffic knows that is dangerous and isn't actually using that outside lane. We could sit here and wait for a while, but nothing seems to be using it. Look further down the road, nothing there at all. So, I don't know. Marks for the AI, possibly? That would be a first, wouldn't it? Anyway, this goes off to the fog. And now we've got the trains. Now, I have actually switched off the fog for this, because this is a little bit interesting. So, if you are a fan of fog, it's gone. Oh, look at this. Oh, well, at least the train is running on the right-hand track, isn't it? So, at least it's not going to hit that. That could have been a disaster. Mind you, anything coming the other way, boom. Or straight through it, as props don't seem to have any effect. Where were we? Oh, yes, we're heading off. This is the one track. It runs right across the bottom of the map by the... right, by the coast. And... but there are actually 4 rail connections, as you're about to find out. 2 on each end, the way it splits here. See this? This is why I turned off the fog so you can see this. See that? There you go. It's so you've got double the amount of rail traffic using the same set of rails, and look at that. God blimey. God blimey. Let's look for something a little bit more quality for a little break. Now, it was mentioned in the comments that I don't do enough parks. And I went, I'm not inspired by parks. So I went and had a look, and I found some sparks. I found some parks that inspired me a little bit. This is Honey Farm by Inomino. Lots of hives. The entrance, I'm not sure if it's the entrance to the front there is all boarded up. And the path is at the back is open, so I put a little footpath there, but I don't know if anybody will be using that footpath as the entrance. Seems to be at the front. Honey Farm by Inomino is the first of 6 parks we're doing this week. 6 of them! Not 1, but 6! Hope you're excited about that. See, sometimes I read the comments in the YouTube comments down there, and I will respond, because, do you know what? I'm not a complete pig. I'm just partial pig. Right, we've got 2 shipping routes. One that runs inland, well, in near the land, or one that runs away from the land. Here we go. This is like the cruise lines go along here, and I guess the cargo would go on the outside, if the AI was clever enough to do that. And we've got air routes as well there. I don't know if it's new to the game. I've suddenly started noticing the air routes listed, but I'm sure they were there before, but I just didn't see them. Maybe it's new. Maybe it's in mass transit and I've not unchecked something. Water movement. There is. I was surprised, actually. I was very surprised. It's not great. It's not a huge amount of movement, but it's probably enough to just draw your sewage away from your mainland. So yeah, that's it's not the strongest. It will do though. It will suffice, and suffice makes the map work. Okay, that will do. Now, detailing. We've got a couple of sandbanks on the outside there, which I'm guessing is touristy areas. The beaches, however, like I say, they're not great. They're not tapered too well. And we have, yes, the drowned trees. Somebody's been very liberal with the tree brush. You'll see a lot of these along here. Here they are. There's a little club of them down here. Just going for a little swim. Perhaps they just enjoyed going under the beach. Very nice. I say very nice. I might be fibbing a bit. What have we got then? Terrain. We haven't done the terrain yet. Now the terrain looks like it was digitally created and maybe smoothed over, and smoothed over is quite often not done by people who do this. So congratulations for actually smoothing the terrain. It's still far from appealing and far from good. Got a nice little buildable area in the middle of the map here. This is slap bang middle of the map. This is very useful. Very nice. But the hills. Let's go and have a look at the hills. That one there, that's a biggish one, isn't it? Have a look at that. I mean, workable? Yeah. Believable? Yeah, possibly. Don't believe the way that the trees are growing on it. It just doesn't feel real. There's nothing realistic about it at all, considering it's supposedly a realistic map with the roads. Let's settle down for a view of this paddling tree. Aesthetically, look, I'm having trouble finding anything good to say about this aesthetically. I will always give an extra star if I can. I really can't. It's 1 star. Detailing. Okay, there's water movement. Do you know? He's used non-vanilla roads and put them in roughly the right places. I'm guessing, I've not checked. I'm sure they're right. I'm going to give a point for the effort. 2 stars. But I can't get to 3. Gameplay potential. Look, everything's in place. This would be a 3-star map. Everything you need is here. But you've got to do an awful lot of work to make it really playable. It's only 2 stars for that, I'm afraid. Hikkaduwa, Sri Lanka Remastered by Shizophren. That is today's Sri Lanka map, which I promise you, I just really, I wanted a good Sri Lanka map. That was the best I could find. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Join me again tomorrow for another map in the What Map series, and I can promise it will be better than today's. Okay? Well, I'll try my best. See you then.